station, 1370 WOCA.
Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at. Rap on a table.
That's scary, Ron.
It's time to respond.
Scary stuff, right?
Send us a message.
That's the lady from Disney, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the lady from the Haunted Mansion? Yeah. I know it's not Halloween. It's July. What is today? The 12th. But every year around this time, we have a visit from Dr. Terror Eyes, also known as Dr. William Ramsay. He's in the studio right now. Great name. I love your name, Dr. Terror Eyes. It's a great... How long? Good morning, first of all. How you doing, Doctor?
Thanks. I'm doing great, Larry.
Good to see you
Robin,
again.
good seeing you again.
You do this amazing thing. Oh, let me get your other guy on there too.
Oh, Chad?
In the picture. That's his name, Chad?
His name is Chad.
That's my nephew, Chad.
He's just hanging around.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. That's so great.
And that is something you built yourself, right?
Yeah, this is a prop that I built and one that I teach in one of the classes I do. Same thing with the bottle, and I teach how to make all this stuff.
And so and the bottle is, hold it up just a little bit so the camera can see the whole thing. It's a bottle of poison, right?
Sure. It's a Wish's poison bottle. It's just old rotted cork on top. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've got a collection of things like this.
Did you make the label yourself?
No, the label I found online and doctored it all up. It was a label I found online, and I thought, that's pretty cool. I'll just find something to put this on, and it all kind of just came together.
So I don't want to leave the listeners out of this, because if they've heard you before, then they're already in on this. Right. But those who don't know, why do you do Halloween in July? What's going on?
So personally, I've been doing Halloween type of stuff since 1974, so it's a couple years. And I moved to Ocala 12 years ago and met a friend who was in the Florida Haunters group, which had been around, I think, 15 years now. And she said, well, we get together every year here in the area, and we make things, and there's like 12 of us, and we have fun, and we go to someone's house. I said, great. And I came, met them, and I said, well, this is cool, but I see this in a much bigger scale. So now we have 880 members around the state of Florida.
Oh wow!
And I host every July or August, depending on how my schedule goes, a big, what we call make and take or social, and we all get together and talk and share ideas, but we make things. We make the classes that'll make something like this, or like the potion bottle. But this year I'm not teaching a class for once. I've got 5 other phenomenal people giving their classes here, and it's all free to the public. It's fun, and I'm expecting probably 90 people at least this year.
So the answer to the question, why July?
Because Halloween, you don't have time for this. I mean, this is
what you do in advance.
Halloween home haunters do this all year round, 365 days a year. And we live it. And I am a sponsored speaker. I go all over the country all throughout the year and teach seminars and give classes and talk to people.
So this Saturday, we can learn how to make some of these things, right?
So this Saturday, our group will be showing you how to make things and sharing ideas, and so
do we need to bring supplies with us if we show up?
So,
like teeth?
No, we have 2 courses. You're actually going home with something. One of them is to make a body cast. You just bring your hands, and you'll dip your hand into this moldy stuff, molding material, and it forms your body, and you pour in a resin, and in 2 or 3 minutes you have this alginate plastic exact mold of your hand, fingernails, fingerprints, everything. It's really
wow.
And then you paint it up and do whatever.
Wow.
We have that as one course you can go home with, and the other one is how to take a regular gallon jug, empty milk jug, and turn it into a skull. Costs nothing, and you use heat guns and techniques and painting, and it looks looks like this almost.
Oh wow!
I never thought about that.
So you don't actually do the artsy craftsy stuff on Saturday. People learn how to.
No, we teach the class.
Oh, you do?
And actually there's another one, well, there's a few of them actually, where you have to pay for some materials. There's one that teaches you how to make molds to recreate a prop. So if you have something like our little skull guy here.
Right,
You want to
right.
recreate him and make 1,000 of him out of a material. There's a way to make the molding material out of silicone, which is pretty cheap.
Right.
And then you learn
Now,
to make more of these.
Let me ask you something.
Cool.
Was the original mold of that skull, was that one of the Rhesus monkeys from Silver Springs?
It looks pretty familiar. I hear stories about those, yeah.
That's pretty scary.
It is scary. Come to
Well,
think of
you
it.
are pretty amazing because when you travel around the country and do your classes, you give the origin of Halloween. You give us facts that we weren't aware of, but you also allow the people to ask the questions.
Sure. And this Saturday is all about people that are interested in Halloween. Let's say they got the Halloween bug because they saw a really cool, spooky house down the block, and they said, I want to have a house like that. Mm-hmm. This is what we all sit around and talk about and do, and we teach.
Oh, that's neat.
So you can make costumes, you can make props, you can make decorations.
What I'm about to tell you is amateur compared to what you do. But there's something that I've noticed at like some of the arts and crafts stores that I like a lot. Like at Christmas time, they have these little Christmas villages.
Yes.
They're starting to, or maybe a few years ago, they started to make these Halloween villages. Mm-hmm. Do you have one of the, do you have that set up in your home?
I have a few of those pieces.
Do you?
I have a friend, Jason Fields in Cape Coral. He and his wife have a collection of, I think it's the one from Michael's. There's also Department 56 makes their line, but also there's one at Michael's you can buy, and every year they have 3 or 4 different things, and you make a whole village. And I'm envious of Jason. He has a whole area in his house that's devoted to a little town.
Really? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you sent me a picture of Dr. Terror Eyes. I think this, Robin, look over here. Is that Dr. Terror Eyes right there? I think that is, right?
Yes.
That's you in costume. All right, now
me? I don't know. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you don't think it's you?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you come over here and look?
Oh, if it's got me with the goggles, that's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, a guy. It looks like almost like Chewbacca with a costume. You got long hair?
Yeah, I've got a
Do you have a bird on your shoulder too?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. All right. So now you've been in the studio before, but without the facial part of your costume. You've been in here with.
Oh yeah, a couple years ago I had the whole gear and everything. I've added to that. Well, if it has the hair, that's the newest version. Previously, I had a stripped down version. Now it's. Yeah,
oh, really?
I've won a few costume
So
contests.
give me the story.
Now.
Give me the backstory to the character, Dr. Terror Eyes.
Okay.
Do you have a story for him?
Yeah. Dr. Terror Eyes. His sister was killed, and he came to her soon after she had passed, and he wanted to find the killer, the person who did her in, the murderer. So he harvested her. He cut her eyeballs out. And because he knows that somewhere in her eye, there's an image of this person that killed her. And he has to find a way to get that image because it's a one-time shot.
Right.
Because the way the back of the eye is made, that the image is in there. That's the theory. So he goes around harvesting eyes from people. He'll get an eyeball from someone he'll capture, get an eye, take it out, and he's experimenting to find out how to do it and get it done right so that he has the final technique to do on his sister's one-shot time he has to find her killer.
Oh my gosh.
So he goes and takes eyeballs. So
that is cool.
Now, how much truth is it that an image is on the back on our retinas? How much truth is there?
None.
None. But there is,
in real life, in theory, though, in groundbreaking science, there might be.
But isn't there some truth to the like looking at an eclipse? Doesn't that get burned onto your retina?
Yeah, it burns the tissue. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not good. Don't look at we have one coming up August 21st.
Yeah.
So a little.
Don't look.
I'm just tapping into the other doctor you are.
Yes. My real life doctor said don't look at solar eclipses. Yes.
We had the privilege of going across the street when you had your office across the street from the mall, and you had it all decked out with some of your Halloween props, and they were absolutely amazing. We love that woman zombie in the coffin. That was pretty cool.
Oh, Vanessa,
yeah, we loved her. And then you did something with the background to make it look like there were zombies moving
in the room.
And that one whole room full of all the zombies.
Yeah.
That's projection. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Atmosphere Effects makes that. And Atmosphere Effects makes a lot of videos you can project. And I will actually have those at the event this Saturday and showing people those if they're interested in seeing those. I taught a class on that a year or two ago and how to set those up and do them.
So what do we need to know about Saturday? How much does it cost?
Saturday is free.
It's free, okay.
It's from 9 to 5 in Ocala. and it's at the Marion Dunn Masonic Lodge, and they've hosted it for years. We just rent the space there. We have 5 speakers. One is coming from Orlando, Kyle Vest. He's a well-known guy. He was on Skin Wars, which is like Face Off. But it was Skin Wars when you how to do airbrushing up someone's body. It's just phenomenal. Kyle's coming. We also have that hand casting class, and Mark Fawcett is teaching that. Jason Fields is teaching how to make the milk jug skulls. We have Jean and Evelyn Coleman, and they're teaching how to cast things from silicone, how to remake a prop. Dave Belfast is doing his rusting technique, how to make an old anything look rusty and brown and aged. And I think that's it for those are the classes. And then we've also got door prizes. We've got the event being catered. We've got a gentleman, you may have heard of him, it's Curbside Cuisine, a fellow named Robert. And he goes around with this big thing that tows behind his truck. And he's going to go out there all day and serve us food. So it's just fun. It's a family-friendly event. Any age can come. And you can watch a class. And if you want to make something, you just pay for the material fees. It is posted on Facebook under Facebook events.
Okay.
But we have our own private group. If someone wants to join the group, to join with us year-round to discuss Halloween, it's always available.
And that's Florida Haunters?
Florida Haunters.
Okay.
And then we have to let you into the group. But
will people come there in their own costumes to participate in this event?
Anything goes.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Oh, are you in costume at this event?
No, because I'll be running around too much to do that. It's too hot of a costume to do that. That'd be... Yeah.
Do we have to bring our own milk jug if we want to learn how to do a skull?
He's gonna show how to do that because it takes a little bit of getting used to with the heat gun and everything. So he just shows each step of the technique. Boom, there's like 6 steps involved, and he'll show you all that. And you watch, and it's like, that's so simple. I can do that. Oh my gosh!
Wow.
This stuff we make it simple. The average person, like this, anyone can do this. This is just 3 or 4 colors of spray paint and sticking on a label on a glass bottle and putting some string. That's all this is.
You know, everything, all the work that you have done, the backstory to Dr. Terror Eyes, I mean, it all lends itself to a movie. Have you thought about this? Has anybody approached you with this?
Yeah.
Really?
And you're smiling like there's something in the works. Is there something in the works?
I've talked with someone.
Oh, that sounds like a yes.
And it's kind of this year is very busy with me with my Masonic Lodge and the new job down in the villages and location and the speaking. So perhaps next year. Well,
sounds like something's in the works, Robin.
Yeah,
I'm trying to read between the lines here.
I think so.
Well, that is cool, and I'm hoping for you. I mean, for you, it's a great idea. It's a terror idea, not a terrible idea, but a terror idea. Oh, tell me about, when you posted online, I'm going to put the picture on here since you sent it to me, of the kind of the logo for Dr. Terror Eyes, almost like a cartoon version of what you do.
Oh.
Tell me about that.
That was done by a Florida haunter. We've got some phenomenally talented people in our group. Our group, all walks of life become, haunters and making.
Do they all have their own characters?
And some of them do, yeah. Some of us do have their own characters. One fellow is a stilt walker, on the big 3-foot stilts and walks around in a big costume. But he'll be there actually. Anyway, as far as that character, that was done by a friend named Maureen, and she'll be there actually this weekend. And I asked her, I said, here's a picture of me. She said, oh, sure. And like 10 minutes later, she came up with that caricature.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
You were awarded the Dastardly Design Award. What is that one?
Oh, my costume? Yeah, Dr. Terror Eyes' costume. I've won a number of costume contests or come in the top few over the time. And I keep adding to the costume so it gets more elaborate and
what kind of safety precautions do you tell people when they're creating a costume such as yours with all that elaborateness on it?
Well, when I tell someone when they're making any kind of a prop or a costume, safety first, especially your eyes. Wear clear goggles to protect your eyes, and then gloves and all the normal things you would think you'd. I've done a few things on my hands. I've pulled the skin off with hot glue, crafting glue. We use a lot of crafting glue in haunting and making props. And I've gotten some on my thumb and lost a layer of skin there.
Oh,
Pulled
nice.
it off, and there goes all your skin.
Oh, man.
So do as I say, don't do as I do. Wear gloves. It's just be safe.
The Florida Haunters will have their annual Ocala preseason Halloween social event here in Ocala this Saturday from 9 till 5. It's free.
Yep.
Dr. William Ramsay is in the studio, also known as his character Dr. Terror Eyes. The event is being held at the Marion Dunn Masonic Lodge number 19, which is here in Ocala, 1846 Southeast 36th Avenue, and it is free, all ages, family friendly. We got food. It sounds like a good time for everybody.
Yep.
And we'll be right back. If you have any questions, this is a good time to call. The number is 622-9622. We'll be right back.
All right.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident on this Wednesday. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. Watch out for a thunderstorm this morning along the coast, but mainly during the afternoon hours over the interior. High 89 to 93. Partly cloudy Wednesday night. There can be a shower or thunderstorm after midnight along the coast. Low 74 inland, 80 at the coast. Thursday, clouds and sunshine with a thunderstorm in spots in the morning near the coast. And during the afternoon hours over the interior, high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Although relationships do take work, it should not be the job of just one person to keep it afloat. Kickboxing provides a cardio workout that engages every muscle group in the body. It regulates our blood pressure, reducing feelings of anger. Most of us skip taking naps because we think they're a sign of laziness, but many studies have found that napping for as little as 10 minutes a day is proven to boost memory, creativity, and learning.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online. If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
Langley Health Services, located at 7205 Southeast Merricamp Road in Ocala, is a federally qualified health center offering family practice, pediatrics, podiatry, dental, behavioral health, and radiology services. Most insurance accepted, sliding scale for those who qualify, and same-day appointments available until 4 p.m. with board-certified family practice and internal medicine physicians on staff. Langley Health Services, call today, 352-680-7000.
What do I do now?
After 911, don't worry, call Fakuri. Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic, treating auto injuries for over 32 years. Same-day appointments, immediate medical attention, all under one roof. Don't worry, call Fakuri. Go to bestinjurycare.com. All auto insurances are accepted. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your call. Car accident? Don't worry, call Fakuri. bestinjurycare.com.
When the cliff doors creak and the tombstones quake, happy haunts materialize, and begin to vocalize. Grin-bringing ghosts come out to socialize.
That's all I have is Disney haunted mansion music and sound effects. I know it's July 12th, but we are talking about Halloween because you got to start early. This Saturday, there's an event happening right here in Ocala where you can learn how to make some of the most awesome props for your Halloween celebration, your Halloween decorating, and Dr. William Ramsay is in the studio to share with us what he does. This is something he does professionally, although he might call it a hobby. It looks professional to me. He's also Dr. Terror Eyes, and during the break, you told us, well, let me get your picture back on there. You told us that there are some amazing door prizes.
Oh, yeah.
So not only is it free, not only is it fun, not only will you learn stuff, but you got some door prizes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
We've got Jawbone business card holders. They've had a few of those.
Jawbone business card holders.
Yeah, they're the jawbone, the bottom part, and your card gets held right behind the molars.
Oh, that's...
And I have some CDs from Midnight Syndicate, which they've been around for well over 10 years, and they've got some of the atmospheric music you hear as background music at Universal Studios and some of the larger commercial haunts. That's their music in the background. And we've also got T-shirts. We've got a bunch of devices or props that were little decorations that other companies make, and they're just donating them to us. So we've got a lot of stuff. So
do you know what you don't know about Robin and I? We also have characters. Did you know we're Robin and the Giant? Did you know that about us?
No.
Robin and the Giant. That's us. I have a homework assignment for you. Look up Robin and the Giant Haunted House one day. And Robin and the Giant made a haunted house video. It's really corny. Just so, I mean, don't expect anything great.
Okay.
But it was the whole thing was for children because we had a Halloween CD that we made called "It's Only Pretend," and the whole idea was for children to hear us telling that it's all pretend. It's not to be too scared of it.
That's cool.
That was our slant on it. Yeah. So when you watch it, you'll say, "Oh, this is so corny," but that was the idea. We wanted to make it super corny. Yeah.
And kids, it's funny because there are a lot of children of the Florida Haunters group, and we're not an investigating paranormal group. Everybody is getting confused sometimes.
Well, that's haunters. Easy to see why. Yeah.
So, but we're Halloween haunters. I guess they should title it better. But we're Florida Halloween haunters, and some of our children get into it. I mean, at 3 and 4 years old, they don't care about ghosts. They're used to it. They see skeletons at age 5. They're like, hey, no problem. and so there are kids that come to this event that are really into it, like their parents, and just love it. And they want to see how things are done at an early age.
Yeah.
And I started at 14. Other kids are starting out much, much younger.
Do you know, we designed a haunted house one time. I worked at an assisted living facility. I was the activities director.
Right.
And Robin and I were talking about designing a haunted house in one of the rooms. And we decided because, oh gosh, and forgive me if this is insensitive in any way, but we were thinking, these people are so close to death, and Halloween is so much about death. Let's find something else that's scary that's not death. So we figured swamps. So instead of the haunted house, it was a haunted swamp, and we filled this room. We made a maze, and we filled it up with Spanish moss and alligators and snakes and spiders and all kinds of other scary stuff. Just like a haunted house, except there was nothing dead.
Right.
Nothing creepy like your guy over there.
I like your guy.
Chad.
I think Chad is pretty cool. You talk about Halloween costumes, and you even say that the costumes are very popular for pets.
Oh, yeah.
Animals.
Really?
$300 million a year is spent on Halloween costumes for pets?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Wow.
It's almost a $7 billion industry, which is crazy. Only second to Christmas as far as money that's spent. The average person spends like $75.
Do you know what I like about what you do? You lengthen Halloween. Like Christmas is lengthened. Christmas goes basically from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Halloween is over in one day. And I always wished it was longer. You've done something I've always wanted, which is to have Halloween last a little bit longer.
Yeah. Again, we live the stuff. My wife permits me a small area in the house, 5 by 5 that have Halloween stuff. My desk has got things, and a small area in the bedroom, and that's it. But I've got friends in our Halloween home haunter group, and there's actually 30,000 of us, on one of our groups on Facebook.
Yeah.
The 31,000, I think, is the number, and their whole house is decked out all year round with Halloween stuff. I mean, that's a lifestyle. I mean, there are some people. There are people that are dedicated to Harley Davidson. People that are dedicated to
of course,
fly fishing and reels and rods, and they got it's the same thing. This is just another hobby.
This is what you
love, and it's just something that's fun.
Well, it's a cool way. It lends itself really well to arts and crafts too. So I love that. All right, if you want to get in on this, it's free. It's this Saturday. It's at the Marion Dunn Masonic Lodge number 19. 1846 Southeast 36th Avenue. Go check it out. Walk away with some cool stuff. Your Halloween will be better than ever, and you might win a door prize as well. Thank you, Dr. Ramsay. Dr. Terror Eyes, thank you for coming in again.
Thanks, Larry. Thanks, Robin.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The Kremlin speaks out, denying having any part in the controversy